Welcome back. Now, this second half of the break means that we will be talking about matters WRC only. The WRC Safari Rally has been defined as one of the 3 iconic rallies on the World Rally Championship calendar, with the others being Monte Carlo and Sweden. It offers unique challenges to competing crews. Daniel Wahome, my colleague, spoke to the team principals of the Hyundai and Toyota Teams, championship drivers, and the top crews on the new points system.
Well, I am Daniel Wahome and I'm at the WRC in Naivasha, and it's been quite some interesting days in the build-up to the Safari Rally. And one of the things that we did is speak to the team principals championship teams, and we are going to do it in installments. And today we'll let you get to hear from the team principal of the Hyundai Shell Mobis World Rally team, Cyril Abitabul, and here is my conversation with him. Cyril, 26 years, it was the Hyundai Coupe then, not this, was the winner then for that class, but over the years development, let's see how you want to keep the momentum from Monte.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for the reminder, because actually I was not aware of that statistic. It does, come back a long time ago. So yeah, let's see. As you said, I mean, the team good. We had a very strong start in the championship. Starting with 2 wins in 2 very challenging rally for very different set of reasons between Monte Carlo and Sweden. Also, the situation were very adverse with lots of snow, very heavy snow thunderstorm. But the team managed to navigate through this very well there. So truly, this third rally, Kenya, coming a bit earlier than usually, it's clearly one that we'd like to win, because point 8 landmark in the calendar. It's a unique rally, that's very clear. So a bit like Monte Carlo, a bit like Sweden. I think we're actually starting with probably the 3 most iconic venue in the calendar. So being able to do well here will be important for us. But secondly, as you said, I mean, it's a rally where we have not been very strong in the past. Our car was not strong enough. I mean, you guys here are clearly know how to put a test for the car and drivers and the team. And in truth, on many occasions, in particular last year was my first year here as team principal, and we clearly failed, exposing what was clearly a weakness in a lot last winter towards the strength of the car, making it more robust, more reliable. So hopefully we have a package now that will help us through all the challenge of Kenya Rally.
Well, let's talk about the changes, because last year Lappy got a nickname. Have you worked on making sure that the car is reliable?
Well, the good thing is that it was only one part of the car that was really other secondary issues, like on the hybrid side, a few bits and bobs here and there on the turbo side. But the big problem that was posed last year by the condition of was in relation to transmission and prop shaft in particular. So we changed that part completely. The difficulty is that there is a particular process able to implement the change. We've been doing that, and we've been using one of the very few jokers that we have available in order to modify that part. So here we go. We have since a new spec of prop shaft, and hopefully one that is strong enough to stand the test of Safari. Losing weight. Our car was too heavy. And that is always a challenge from a reliability but also performance perspective. So hopefully with a better weight and a better back, we'll be also a bit quicker than we were last year, because not only we were a bit weak in reliability, but we were also a bit slow in performance.
Let's talk about the team. White is back, Thierry stays with you, but you've got 3 drivers who are going to be sharing seats, Andreas Mikkelsen, Danny Sordo, and EP. So how are you going to spread the other 3 over the season, or could we see you get into some rallies with 4 entries?
So the plan of people that were in the family or have been part of the family, and because we feel that we still need a lot of experience. This car Been in a co-drive this morning. These cars are monsters. They are brutal, and it's true that the step to make between Rally 2 and Rally 1 is big, and therefore having the benefit of experience. Experienced driver was important. Secondly, it was also in reaction to Toyota's strategy. Toyota this year have a number of drivers, well, Ogier, Pera on a non-full-time, on a part-time, which means that they will be benefiting of very good road position when they show up to a rally. So they have a good car, good drivers, and very good road position. So we needed to be able to also have on our side, hopefully, good car, good driver, but also good road position, and therefore have a car that is split between three drivers. Finally, the way we sort of selected drivers for which venue is a bit based on speciality. So EP is keen on the sort of fast, smooth, grip rally. So he liked this one, and he wanted to come back here because he felt that there is unfinished business between him and Safari from last year and from the year before. I'm very happy to see him standing next to me. And Andreas will be really focused on tarmac rally. That's why he was in Monte Carlo. So will be more, comfortable in the rough rally like Portugal, like Sardinia. So road position and playing with the specialties of each of our three drivers that have been in the part of the family for a number of years.
Well, you had shakedown. What was the experience?
It's the emotion is a bit lower now because we are, we change. We are all, back to our normal jobs. Yeah, I can tell you, it's something really, really special. It's something special. It's not possible, but I would wish any rally fan to be able to experience. There is nothing that can come close to that. No camera, no Instagram, no TikTok, no nothing can tell the emotion that you get in. It's so brutal. It's pure chaos. It's pure madness, but at the same time, in a fully controlled manner, thanks to the and skill set of this guy, which are very difficult to explain, to express, to glorify. But we should do that. We need to make sure they are capable of doing, because they are probably the best motorsport drivers on earth.
Finally, the point scoring system. Saturday and then Super Sunday formats.
It's a system. We knew why we wanted that system. There was way too much, cruising on Sunday, not enough action, and thinking about the fans, thinking about. Wanted to see how we could come up with a product that is, very intense from the start to the finish line, to the last seconds of the point of the power stage. So we come up with that concept, which probably is a bit complex for all of us to understand. And probably a weakness of the system, but apart from that, we see that we have a championship that is very, very tight. We had the first two rallies that were very tight, which provided also great. So I think it's a bit like a diamond. Maybe it's a diamond that is not. It's a bit of a rough diamond. I think we need to polish and to work the diamond a bit more before it shines properly. Provide for a good direction for the sport until we maybe come up with the next iteration of that regulation that needs to be a bit simpler to understand for the people.
Cyril Abitabulu is the team principal of the Hyundai Shell Mobiswa. And that's not the only one that we have. We also give you an installment of a conversation that we had with the team principal of Toyota Gazoo Racing, Yari Mati Latvala. With the team principal of the Toyota Gazoo World Rally team, Yari Mati Latvala, and he's just come from shakedown. This year, all team principals ride with one of their drivers. As a former rally driver himself, let's him start just by telling us what the experience was of, sitting on this. Yari Mati, what was the shakedown experience for you?
It was an amazing feeling. I can tell you, I've been driving myself, and I remember the times when I used to be attacking. With the first straight with Elvin, going these short, fast places, really narrow places. I was amazed how committed it was, and the bumps and jumps, how well the car was going, and it's amazing speed you can go over these narrow and bumpy places, and then you realize that nowadays a historic rally driver.
other thing is, you know, for your team, let's now talk about, you know, their development after 2 years of high. What have been the experiences for TGR?
Well, for sure, it's been a great years for us with since we came first time. We're winning now in 21, 22, 23 season, win all the championship titles. But now starting the 24 season, it's been a lot more challenging. We knew coming to the season they have a strong driver lineup, and yeah. So for the first two events, it's been not as what we wanted, but turn it for better, and hopefully we could win out here. This is an event I think we as a team we like. Also our drivers know the challenge, but they like the challenge.
Let's talk about, you know, one change that's come to the cars this year. It's about the snorkel and how it's been.
I think a lot of positive comments. They like the car look with the snorkel. For me also, it's exciting to see. It's an element which is part of the safari. We are in and that's we wouldn't. I think going diversity, doing different some events. It is for me. I think it's great for the people, the TV, and overall it's been great. And I hope also it should help for the drivers go over the water splashes.
Well, it's been quite some interesting times when it comes, for example, with some areas that are wet, then in the afternoon it's suddenly dry. What's been the response, and especially how you're going to manage the tires over the weekend?
Yeah, it's incredible how quickly it's drying out here when it rains and when the sun comes up. So the road can change quite quickly. Of course, it also affects for the tire choices, but I think in the mornings are quite clear. It's more the afternoons what happens with the heat. Obviously, combine we don't have many options like in the very old Safari Rally in the past. But I think we need to monitor all the time the weather and try to keep the as accurate as we can.
The big talking point of the season worked for Elvin. The point scoring Saturday and then Super Sunday.
System is different this year. It's a very advanced system. Let's say this way that the idea was to create excitement for the. We have achieved that, but the problem is that it's just a bit too confusing calculating the points and it takes a bit of time how to calculate. The idea behind it was a good idea, but it's just that to get it working properly, that everybody understands, there's a bit of a challenge. But it is like this. The target is we go according to regulations and we try to get to make most out of it, and we just need to play with the regulations how they are.
Thank you very much. The team principal of the Toyota Gazoo Racing World Rally team. Just before I let him go, the Rally 2 cars, how they're being received, the Toyota Rally 2s?
Very positive. There's a lot of good feedback, and hopefully we can also see them in Kenya in the future. This year we are still a bit challenging to develop the cars because around 50 cars this year built, and mostly we are concentrating on the Europe this year, and then try to widen up it to the other countries. Yeah, we have been this year, but then globally maybe next year.
Besides that, we also got to speak to the drivers, and this was about a concept in rallying that has caught eyes and is a story point by itself. It is known as the Saturday point system and Super Sunday. You earn points on Saturday and get competitive on Sunday, and you could also get bonus points from the Volvo Power Station. Vox pop from drivers and team principals on what they think about the Saturday point stage.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that, and now we just have to drive to it, and yeah, it's let's say it's different, but I'm not doing the full season, so the points are not so important. We're focusing on the overall classification of the weekend, and let's hope we can work on that.
Okay, I understand that to keep some interesting and excitement for the Sunday. This is the only thing that winners should get the highest point. So this is something they need to fix, but hopefully they will fix.
Bit in the opposite direction. It's good to try to push the guys to keep fighting on Sunday, but I find it a bit odd that can gain more points than the winner. But maybe we just should gain more points on Saturday, so that the bonus point on that you gain a bit less. Otherwise, you can benefit too much from the Sunday.
The target was to make the Sunday more interesting, and obviously they have succeeded with that. Everybody has to push, lots of points to take, so that makes it more exciting even for us drivers. But on the other hand, yeah, I mean, there's that downside where could get more points than a winner. But that's not only in rallying. In other categories, we have similar situations where, yeah, you can have a sprint race on Saturday. Depending on your results from one or the other, you might be the winner in points, but not the winner of the race.
Well, I think there is some positives for the spectators. We are pushing a bit like Kenya, when probably there will be some super rally or whatever. It pushed the drivers to still be pushing, because you still need to get some points on the Sunday, because you can on Sunday, which is a lot. But in the opposite, you remove a bit less the liability thing. So when you want to get the best result, you have to be like consistent all the way through. Now you can even Sunday. So I could not start Friday, Saturday, but just start Sunday, and I can still earn like 12 points. Where some drivers will maybe do the full, and they will score what, 8 points. So you see, it's a balance, yeah. But for the championship fight, for sure, it's tighter. So there is.
And the competing drivers also, after the Kasarani Super Special stage, they had so much to say, and these are their thoughts of Friday morning, because that's a critical part to know how it really feels like.
A bit of challenge, because there were some parts where it was a bit slippery, but the stage was good. I can't complain. We are ready to tackle tomorrow's stage.
It's to call the notes and to make sure everything is on point, considering, I mean, we'll be doing after the top guys, so you have to be on point on every note you're calling and making sure your driver is listening. Yeah, so we'll give our best.
Yes, it's a navigator's rally. Keep the car on the road, keep the car center. We're not here to do a marathon. No. Marathon, so we just keep it clean. Yeah, we let the others fall out, then we come up the ladder, just like we did last year. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah, well, maybe my age has a bit of common sense in there rather than flat out speed, and it's my 24th safari, so yeah, I'm not going to break sound barriers, but we're going to go out there and do our best.
It's looking to be dry, but you know, it might get wet, and to deal with it. So will everyone else. But good thing is it dries up very fast, so time will tell.
Well, you've had it from the bosses, and also it's the tough action. 3 days of it down in Naivasha, and there are going to be 9 stages run over 3 days. 3 stages per day, all repeated, all culminating. Get Wolf Power Stage on Sunday, which will start at 2 p.m. and it's going to be live on KBC Channel 1. My name is Daniel Wahome, reporting from the WRC Spark.